Have you ever felt your soul burn with secret frustration as every prayer seems to bounce off silent walls? You're encountering the first shocking reason God is testing your patience today. He's deliberately orchestrating delays to cultivate perseverance in your spirit, forging your character in the crucible of waiting. So Romans 5:3-4's promise of rejoicing in suffering becomes a living reality rather than a distant ideal, secretly training you to stand unshaken when the next wave of trials hits, just as Jesus quietly waited for his appointed hour, and reminds us through John 7:6 that God's timing exceeds human calendars. The second hidden motive is exposure of roots you never realized lay dormant beneath the surface. A late email, a postponed promotion, or an unreturned call become divine diagnostics, magnifying every tendril of entitlement and hidden anxiety, so that James 1:3-4's command to let perseverance finish its work can uproot the weeds of self-reliance. And Psalm 37:7 quietly whispers, "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently," reminding you that silence isn't absence of God, but the backdrop for His greatest teachings. The third reason feels like a merciless warning bell. Your current wilderness of waiting is a high-heat goldsmith's fire, removing pride, stripping away the brittle oxides of self-will, until your identity is recast in humility. Because only when your old self is consumed can you emerge pure enough to reflect the light of Ephesians 2:10's truth, that you are His workmanship fit for the good works prepared long ago. The more intense the delay, the more radiant the results when your faith finally breaks forth like refined metal. Reason 4 is a radical realignment of priorities and trust. Those closed doors are secret directional signals, redirecting your gaze from temporal pleasures and comfort to eternal dependencies. And in those silent watches, Psalm 27:14's exhortation, to wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, becomes a rallying cry for hope that guards your soul against chasing idols of ease and expediency. Every denied opportunity is a whispered invitation to anchor your heart deeper in His promises, even if you're tempted to fill the void with busyness or binge scroll your anxieties away. The fifth and most profound reason is an invitation into hidden partnership with Christ in crafting your destiny, as He designs circumstances and alliances beyond your sight, aligning your prayers, choices, and steps into a divine blueprint, so precise that Romans 8:28 comes alive. All things, even frustrating gaps and unanswered pleas, conspire for the good of those who love Him. Imagine looking back years from now and realizing that every closed door was nothing less than God's hand shielding you from lesser paths and redirecting you onto the highway of His promises. A stunning revelation that underscores why Ephesians 3:20 assures you He can do immeasurably more than all you ask or imagine. Layer upon layer of testing is stripping away lesser treasures, like instant gratification, social approval, and career accolades to reveal the priceless pearl of patient dependence on Him. And though navigating this terrain can feel like wandering a desert of disappointment, those very arid stretches water your roots for growth and resilience beyond measure. You may look at your empty calendar stalled project or silent voicemail with irritation, convinced this waiting is meaningless, yet hidden in this pause is the incubator for your most significant spiritual fruit. Refusal to surrender to irritability and doubt now will yield an unshakable faith. Later, as Hebrews 10:36 reminds you, perseverance is required so that after doing the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. Every tick of the clock is a gentle prod toward deeper reliance on Christ. Every postponed answer, a strategic reset of your spiritual GPS, and every restless longing, a reminder that God's timetable seldom matches yours, but always serves His sovereign purposes. This is your divine crossroads. Will you collapse under the weight of impatience and miss the refining work God is doing? Or will you intentionally embrace the hidden curriculum of waiting, letting it carve patience, endurance, and unwavering hope into your heart? Decide now to lean into this process, to meditate on His promises. In the silence, to fan the embers of your faith with every moment of delay, and to choose patient trust as your weapon. Because the very season you thought was wasted is the secret launch pad for your greatest breakthrough.